This is real Nollywood.
You're welcome to Real Nollywood. You're welcome to Real Nollywood.
Alright, wonderful people, it's great to have you watching another exciting edition of your most exciting movie program on television, Real Nollywood. And my name, Colin Stokey, hasn't changed. It's exciting to have you into my movie world where we've got wonderful segments to share what the happenings are all about. Alright, I've got the true knowledge story. Knowledge is just gisting, making of blockbuster movies, talking about knowledgeable return moment and exciting time out in the industry. We're just going to take it one step at a time. With knowledge is just gisting, just for some figures about what celebrities do and how well they are doing it.
Knowledge is just gisting.
Goddess of fortune and love.
Stanlee Ohikwhare's figurine returns in book form. Set for launch at Musan Center, Stanlee Ohikwhare's popular film The Figurine, Araro Mire, is returning to the limelight 5 years after making waves, winning 5 awards including the Best Film category at the prestigious African Movie Academy Awards, AMA, and traveling far and near at film festival circuits.
The management is looking at sending young men like you abroad for training.
The film story is now being told in a scholarly book titled Otar in Nollywood, Critical Perspectives on the Figurine, which will be unveiled at a major ceremony. According to a press release from Relentless Media, the outfit coordinating the book unveiling and launching in conjunction with Golden Effect Services, the ceremony will witness a rich array of Nollywood stars, allied film professionals, academics, top government functionaries, captains of industries, members of the diplomatic corps, former Minister of National Planning and respected patriarch of the arts, Chief Rashid Badamosi, OFR, will chair the ceremony that is designed to be one of Nollywood's greatest moments outside movie location.
Just a folklore, fairy tale.
The book, a collection of scholarly essays, is the first of its kind devoted to the work of a single Nigerian film director. It interrogates the thematic focus and cinematic style employed in the figurine, while also using that singular work to engage in new trends in the new Nigerian cinema popularly referred to as Nollywood. Edited by Dr. Adeshina Afolayan of the Department of Philosophy, University of Ibadan. The book's foreword was written by Professor Jonathan Haynes of the Long Island University, United States of America, and a notable scholar in Nollywood.
Just gisting.
The President, AGN, Miss Ibinabo Fiberesima, once again has demonstrated her penchant for doing the impossible. The fair one that has in less than 2 years transformed the guild to become the envy of all other guilds. At an event to mark 1 year in office for the Lagos chapter chairman, Victor Oswago, Miss Ibinabo Fiberesima left everyone dumbstruck when she announced that the President of the Federal Republic of Nigeria, His Excellency Dr. Goodluck Ebele Jonathan, has once again demonstrated his love for the creative industry, as he has delivered the land they asked for when they paid him a courtesy visit earlier this year.
I remember when I was running for AGM president, they said I'm a woman. They don't say that women are doing it. Tell them! Secondly, I asked for land. So we can have the Actors Guild of Nigeria headquarters in Abuja. I chased that land like a lunatic. Because I don't want to hear it's not my time. It wasn't my time that they gave me the seal of it. wanted to hold the seal of hope so I can present it to my board. That I will do very right now. So please, my board of trustees, on behalf of the National Executive of Actors Guild of Nigeria, I want to present the C of O for our land.
She got the Midas touch. Anything she touches turns to gold. And you can see that everybody is happy. You saw that when she told the story of how she gave a check to somebody, some people were calling her, saying, why should she do that? You see, and she wasn't bothered. Which goes to show that she is purposeful and she knows what she's doing.
Miss Ibinaba also says she will run for second tenure.
If she decides to run again, why won't I? Based on if the people who rule us on state basis achieve the kind of results that we have seen in our guild, why won't we give them support? The essence of leadership is to bring results. And for somebody who's results oriented, if she says she's going to run again, me personally will give her my support.
Just gisting.
All right, True Nollywood Story is coming up next on the program, and on True Nollywood Story today, I have a man that I saw his works and I fell in love with him. Yeah, I said that. Stanlee Ohikwhare is a wonderful film director and producer, and it's interesting to see what a fine artist visualize in his head. And I want to say visual art is also a form of translating what the fine artist has in his head. And let's say from this man of arts, what he has to say about what goes on in his head. I'm looking for words to express his thoughts, but I think he will do that himself, but he's quite a talker. Alright, on the show today is Stanlee Ohikwhare on True Nollywood Story, sharing his thoughts and vision into the in-depth structure of his works. Let's see that, and I'll be right back.
We kept searching for a time and a season when we will have enough resources and the wherewithal in order to do a film, until the opportunity came in 1992.
Surge of wonderful African films from all over the continent.
It's amazing to come all the way to Nigeria to participate in something where the arts are being elevated.
When I talk about acting to my students, I tell them that acting is 20% talent, which is the gift that God gives you.
A lot of them wanted Ramsey to play the role I played, which is Shola. It was going to be a stereotype, you know, because putting Ramsey in that role, it would just be the normal Ramsey that everybody knows. I decided to change it and, you know, play on people's intelligence.
Hi, my wonderful fans out there. Say, well, right. Actually, it's like, you know, I mean, I like all your combination, you know.
Today on True Nollywood Story is Stanlee Ohikwhare. He is from Owa West local government area of Edo State, Nigeria. A graduate of the University of Benin, from where he obtained a bachelor's degree in fine arts, specializing in painting. He also has a national diploma in general arts from Yaba College of Technology. He is an extraordinary painter and illustrator. Today, he runs a creative consultancy and production company called Mighty Studios, the platform under which he has been producing and directing movies as a filmmaker.
What thing happened again?
Hello, Barry. Barry, still there? Hello? Talk to me now, guys.
Stanlee is a self-taught 3D animator, graphic artist, visual effects creator and stunt director. He is a surrealist, and his works exude audacious fantasy with a measurable degree of artistic juxtaposition. He is a photography enthusiast and an ardent lover of great cinematography. As a director, he loves being behind the camera to ensure that there is visual fidelity in his productions. His movies include Heavy Beauty, Loop, Tunnel, Sting, Oblivious, PN's The Feast of Souls, AMVCA nominated series PN's Premonition, his feature-length 3D animated movie titled Lifespan, and his recent AMVCA Best Documentary Award winner, The Deadwood. Stanley's works have earned him several nominations, a couple of awards, and honorable recognition in the film industry. Stanley lives and works in Lagos, Nigeria, and is happily married with 2 sons and daughters. Having started out in advertising but movies officially for him was in 2005. He spoke on his AMVCA Best Documentary Award winner, The Deadwood.
Okay, The Deadwood came about as a result of an article written by Dr. Gilbert Chibo. He's also a pensioner. And his daughter happened to read the article and decided to do something about it instead of just leaving it in the papers. You know what they say, Nigerians don't read. But if you make it into a movie, everybody's definitely going to see it because it's entertaining, audiovisual. So she calls me up, and myself and Grace Edwin Okon, who worked on the project as a producer, and we sat down together and we came up with this script and had our treatment. Then we flew down to Calabar for the shoot. We spent 3 days, we shot it, and the people who acted as pensioners were actually pensioners. There were no trained actors there. The person who played the narrator was Dr. Chibo himself, who wrote the article. The person who played the other old woman was actually the First Lady's mother. That was Governor Lee Elimoke's mother-in-law. And it was actually fun, 3 days of fun, and we actually just shot it because we wanted people to know about the predicament of pensioners. We wanted people to understand what they go through. We wanted the government to see their living conditions and be able to do something about it. And I think it came as a surprise and a rewarding one at that when we won the AMVCA with the same material, The Deadwood.
Have you wondered what goes on in the director's head? Stanley is indeed a surrealist.
Well, my thinking is predominantly surreal. When I was in school, the paintings I produced were actually surrealistic. The people who inspired me as a painter were Salvador Dali, especially Salvador Dali. And if you know Salvador Dali, he's a surrealist. And his inspiration was from the world of dreams and fantasies. And he dared to do things differently. And I found it fascinating that someone would go out of the norm and do things out of the ordinary and dare to show people what's happening in his head, in his mind. And I think it's fun because most times if you don't have that medium to express what you think about, the kind of fantasies you have in your head, your fears, your aspirations, the things you anticipate, the world you never get to see them. So you're the only one who gets to experience them. But I think what film, the medium that film gives to you is the fact that you can download all that from your head into a digital format where people can see what's happening in your head and in your mind. So as a painter, my paintings were surrealistic, and I knew I didn't have a market for that in Nigeria, so it wasn't hard for me to give up painting because I wasn't painting Oshodi or market scene and all that. I remember my mom seeing some of my paintings and she actually asked me, is everything okay? Why are you always painting skulls and all these scary things? Like, those are the things I think about, you know, and somehow when I delve into filmmaking, it's the same mindset. It was more like, okay, why shoot romantic comedy? Why shoot what everybody's shooting? Why not shoot something different?
Harry! Kiki, this is Harry! Kiki! Kiki! Hey! Harry! Kiki!
For Ohikwhare, there is always a market for what you do. It's all about expression in an exceptional way.
Okay, I think as an artist, you express yourself. I don't think I learned much from art school in terms of a lecturer coming to sit down and say, this is how you do this. In the art school, they come and they tell you, do this. That's the assignment. You find a way to do it. But the only thing I can remember very clearly that's in my head is that our lecturers used to tell us an artist never gets the chance to defend himself. His work will always defend him. So it's your works that defend you. Your works speak for you wherever they go to, you understand? So for me, I don't care much about whether people perceive that this is what they should be seeing. I don't care about, oh, with this fly. It will fly if it's properly executed. You understand? everybody might not like what you do, but there's always a market for the product. There's always a select population that is interested in the kind of things you do. And those people, they are left starving, because if nobody does those kind of things because it's not popular, then you starve that population. You understand? So, but what I found out is, like, when I tried to do the horror movie, even my wife was like, oh, why don't you shoot a love story? Which one is this horror? I was like, okay, no, this is what I want to do. And even the actors came around and I told them about the idea, and surprisingly they were excited. So that was the first positive sign I saw in shooting horror movies. Hello viewers, my name is Stanlee Ohikwhare, filmmaker, director and cinematographer. This is Real Nollywood. Keep watching.
My life's like a subway, oh I know this love don't last. Look at me, tell me what you see.
I haven't enjoyed a movie like this in such a long time. It's been great. I'm still trying to look
to do. That's the whole total package of the voice.
Hey, it's okay. It's okay. Your dad wants you to hold this.
No, I can't hold a gun. That's why you're here.
Take it. We work under instruction now. Just take it.
Yeah.
So tell us a little bit about your own character.
Well, my character is Alonzo.